so many ways that you want to mix music together that people haven't even heard or thought about it. And now, you know, when people start trying to think about exactly what you're going to do before you even get a chance to do it, it's just a bit, it's more difficult now to constantly surprise the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
he has arrived. It is a pleasure to see you this morning. Kanye West, how you doing, my brethren?
I'm doing good. Good
You're
morning.
looking good, brother.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Doing that Donna Matrix, huh?
Exactly.
Taking all that training time.
Man, I've been missing out.
Best believe that, man. First off, we got to say, man, welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Welcome, and it's always a pleasure to have you back in the neighborhood, man. And as far as someone that's been busy, you've been busy.
Yes,
What's
sir.
life like for Kanye West right now, bro, Hamburger?
It's great. It's
Yeah.
great. I said good mixed with great. That's
Yeah.
what happened earlier. It's good.
Now, would it been grew?
Huh.
Right now, man, now, we had a chance to talk last night, and I know that you've been in the studio. And what's going on in the studio right now for Kanye West?
We're working on that Cruel Winter album.
Cruel Winter.
So we've been in the lab. Travis is in there last night. Been in the lab with G.O.O.D, Big Sean. A few people have been coming through. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's magic happening in there again?
Oh, most definitely.
Man, I got to make sure I get down there, brother. Put me a verse on that.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now that's Cruel Winter that's going down.
Yes.
And we get a chance to get that, I guess, in the winter.
No, we're gonna drop it whenever we feel like, cause it's cold.
Yeah, hello. Hey, man, do you feel, Kanye, that you're not in competition, but are you in competition with yourself?
With the old me? Or
Right. Do you miss the old Kanye?
yeah, I miss the. You know what I'm saying?
What is the old Kanye, though? And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you hear that for you to make a record in reference to it. What
you
do people
tweeted
say
about
to
it.
you? Yeah, when they say, I miss the old Kanye. What does that mean?
It's just when you have so many ways that you want to mix music together that people haven't even heard or thought about it. And now, you know, when people start trying to think about exactly what you're going to do before you even get a chance to do it, it's just a bit, it's more difficult now to constantly surprise the audience.
Is it?
Yeah.
And when you say more difficult, I would figure also where, you know how that sometimes you would do something and then down the line would say, oh, I got it now. Do you still feel like, man, like we're playing a round of catch up sometimes? Not disrespectfully, but like they get it.
Yeah, I'm still, every time I drop, I'm trying to give you something from the future, something I saw, a vision that I can express sonically. Yeah.
Now, today's Friday for all those that's listening. I don't want nobody to think that, oh, this is recorded. They got Kanye up there, man. Now, Kanye, we had a chance to speak last night. What did you bring us today?
I brought y'all the first single from Cruel Winter.
And what is the first single from Cruel Winter?
You know,
Have you got a title on it yet?
I don't want to talk about it too much before the people just hear it and we just play it.
All right.
And then we talk about it afterwards because I don't want to give away too much of the magic.
Kanye, now, I could be braggadocious, but why did you bring this to me first or only? Come on now. I'm going to turn your mic up real loud too, man.
You know, this is the real right here, man. You know,
Hey.
Say that one more again.
You ain't got to say it again. I heard you the first time. You know what I'm saying?
real 92.3.
And I appreciate you, brother. I
Yeah.
appreciate you for bringing it up to us, man. And what we're going to do, the song is so new that we asked him what the title of it is. I don't even think Kanye know the title yet. He just said, new single.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's play it and then let's decide what the title should be after that.
Yes.
Kanye, we will play it. We waiting on people to send it to us. Don't keep trying to make it seem like it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm waiting. As soon as they send us that final ooh-wop, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play it, man. We got Kanye West up in here, man. Is this your first time meeting Kanye?
Yes, I'm like
Alright, babe?
freaking out.
Please,
right now.
please, he's here.
I'm freaking out.
Go ahead now. Anything.
I'm freaking out. I love you. I just want to say I love all of your Kanye's, and you apologize for your realness. Don't do that.
Yeah.
On Ellen, I was like, no. I love that about you. I love your rawness. You don't ever hold back, and you don't need to. Like, if they don't understand that, that's their problem. That's not your problem.
Right.
I'm like freaking
Exactly.
out. I love him.
Go ahead now. Yeah, I've been around Kanye a bit. I don't even get like that.
You guys are close.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go to the studio, he be like, oh my God, Big is here, Big is here, Big is here. I can't believe this. You know, thank you for coming out. You know, that's why I didn't even go to the studio last night. You know what I'm saying? I can't always just pop up. whenever you call. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta keep you a little thirsty, brother. You know what I'm saying? I can't
Exactly.
keep quenching your thirst. Is it hard for people to? It's got to be easy for people to come and do like a feature for you. Is it just a phone call, or do you just grab them when they show up?
A lot of times it's just the energy in the studio, whoever's coming by, and then we get to talking about who would sound nice on the track. Start reaching out, sending the instrumentals over.
If The Life of Pablo got like 17 on it, right? How many does Kanye record for us to have the 17?
Might be about 40.
Really?
Then it's also like small ideas.
Yeah.
Like if it's just like me murmuring over a track or into my iPhone, it might be for FML. I mean, I looked through about 200 voice notes. And just found that that melody line, and we just started working the lyrics into that line by line, and Weeknd got it, worked his lyrics into it. So
What I noticed also is you'll always grab your phone and whatever ideas are there. And there were songs that I was hearing, I was like, oh man, this is the one. Then when I got The Life of Pablo, they weren't on there. What do you do with unreleased material?
We hope, like this song right now that we're about to drop, I had this chorus and the basic idea for the beat for like a year and a half. And I would play it for people. People wanted. They tried to take it from me and stuff they had. And I was always like, it sounded right for this project. I was like, when we start on the next Cruel Summer, which is this right here, Cruel Winter, this is the hook that I think we should have for the first single.
Who do you listen to in the studio that could tell you that's not it? Do you have someone around you that's like, nah, that's not it?
Oh, definitely. Like Plain Pat is a very important A&R. And he basically discovered me at Def Jam. He was a person at Def Jam. We got my boy Mel that actually was shopping me to everybody playing Jesus Walks, and people wouldn't sign me. And they say, y'all, they ain't gonna play a song about Jesus on the radio. And then Pat was up there working, doing like administrative work, and he was like, I like this producer on Rockefeller. I wanna get behind what he's doing. And then he started working the building for me. And to this date, he's one of the best A&Rs. He also discovered Kid Cudi, and we were actually there last night.
Hey man, what's the relationship when we were just talking about like Def Jam, Rockefeller? What's the relationship with Kanye West and Jay-Z as of today?
With the labels?
Just with you guys, just period.
I was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I was great. Like what you want my answer to be? Hey Kanye, do you ever get to a point where like we'll see tweets or when you're on stage? Has there ever been a time where you say either to you or yourself or Kim, I've said too much?
We're gonna be gone in 100 years.
Yes,
I
sir.
feel like we can't say enough.
Anything you ever thought like, man, I wish I could take that back?
Nope.
I heard that. What about conversations with you and your wife or somebody that's instrumental in your life? Have they ever pulled you to the side and said, why did you say that, or why did you do that?
Oh, definitely, all the time.
Right.
Do you explain yourself, or you just say, because I did?
No, I go deep. Right. We go deep. We take it back years before I was born, and what and why, and what my purpose is, why I'm here, why I have to represent. I gotta represent the artists. I gotta represent, justice. I gotta represent what we all see but won't say.
Dude, we were talking about this yesterday, man. Now, Adidas stock has went up. And I remember speaking with you.
Did?
Yeah. And what's crazy
all
about
the
that?
way up.
Hello. Do you ever feel, Kanye, that sometimes, man, you got to jump on the bomb sometimes that we don't see it, and then we like, okay, I get it now.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like there's like, with your music and your fashion sense, I feel like even just a couple years, people would be like, I knew the whole time. Like, just like when you were talking about how like people miss the old Kanye, there's gonna be a time when this album or The Life of Pablo, someone's gonna be like, I miss that old Kanye. Because like you said, like they don't get it right away sometimes. Do you ever feel that way?
Yeah, it's my job to innovate. And if you hear something that's completely innovative, you might not get it at first. When you first would hear Neptune's beat back in the days, or a Swiss beat, or even Juicy J's style of programming, which is now Juicy J for 3-6, which is now, basically 80% of how rap sound.
Yeah.
So it's certain people's job to be the innovator, to push the envelope. And when you do that, you go out there, people not always going to understand what you're talking about, what you're playing, but, It's like what they say about my records. They say they even research higher a year in.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like sometimes it just feel like it's ahead, and then cats play catch up sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you watch numbers, like Billboard numbers, and how many records are sold, or do you just release the body of music?
Yeah, you know, like I'll talk to my management and my team, and they'll tell me about that. But I'm usually constantly just working on new music, constantly just trying to create and put out things that create an energy that people just need. You know.
Now, when I was asking about some things that you like, the tweets, the whatever it may be, now with the opening up the Taylor Swift line on Famous, did you really talk to Taylor Swift, and was she cool with what was said in the opening of that verse?
Yes, I told her that we was gonna say that.
Right. And you know it's a trip, Kanye. Like you could have
Well,
danced.
no, I didn't tell her.
Right.
I asked her how she felt about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you could have danced around and played with words, but do you feel like if you do that it takes away from not even a message, but to take away from the music, like from you being an artist?
Yeah, artists and just hip hop. This is what we do, man. Just say how you feel, man. The music is all we got. It's our only opportunity to fully express ourselves. Now, if we take our expression off the drums, we already can't make a move when we at the award show. We lose everything, you know what I'm saying? But if you can't even express yourself on the drums, what expression do you have? What do you have?
What would Kanye be without being able to say those things, or without being Kanye, the Kanye that we know?
Well, the Kanye that y'all know is not just an expression of inconvenient truths. It's also, as we said before, innovation of sound, innovation of colors, of clothing, architecture, film. There's a lot of, I'm just getting started in this lifetime.
When you go and you say, I need $1 billion from over here, or I want my clothes to be made this way, early on, it may sound crazy to some people, like ridiculous. But then when you say, I don't want to do my shoes like this, I want my shoes to be done like this, you got us rocking Adidas with no stripes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Adidas is known for the stripes.
Yeah.
And now you got us rocking Adidas with no stripes. Do you ever feel like the public doesn't get Kanye? Because there's times even when I'm like, damn, Kanye, what the hell are you doing?
Man, if you have a vision 5 years, 10 years from now, where it's going to be, people won't always see it when they first get it. But look at the 350s, the Yeezy 350s. That was a hit. People just felt it right when it came out. We did the 750 as we segued from Nike to Adidas. And I knew when that 350 dropped, it was like that second single. Or something.
Right. They got this one, but wait till this one come.
I knew when that one came that people was going to feel it. I knew that running shoes was like people could wear that with almost anything. Man, and as far as me asking for $1 billion, we're going to look up 2 years. People are going to be trying to give me $1 billion for any and everything. They're going to realize the power of creativity, the understanding, the importance of creative direction, understanding that any business idea starts with a creative idea first.
Mm-hmm. How opposed are you to being put inside of a box? Because I remember our first interview with you when Fuzz was like, yeah, we got producer Kanye West. And I remember that day you told him, and Fuzz, you remember that you said, I'm a rapper, man.
Yeah.
And at that point, you wanted to be a rapper. You didn't want to be in a box.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the box now? Like, what would Kanye call himself?
A human being, a creative, a servant. This is a Renaissance era. We just try. I wanted to make the palette as wide as possible. If you're an artist, you can't tell an artist, look, you could do a sculpture one day, but you can't do a painting the next day.
Right.
You could create in whatever field you want.
And what's the relationship behind you and designer?
Pat, who I was telling you about before, amazing A&R, came and played me that record, and the energy was incredible. I met him at the airport, actually, and the way he was just danced it to the music. I was like, this man, it's just pure feeling, energy, artistry, melody, all that. He's working on something right now. He's about to release, and it's incredible records on.
But as many people that come up to Kanye, and I'm pretty sure you get, can I rap for you? Can I say what? That had to be an energy that you just saw that was like, man, this dude, he's in line.
Exactly. Or he out of line.
Right.
The box.
Right.
Yeah, and then also we're gonna do a version of that song which we have not titled yet. That's gonna be like a 12, 15-minute version with every single good music artist on it.
Hey man,
Whoa.
now for those of you just tuning in, man, we got Kanye
Yeah.
West up in here. It's Kanye Day, and we just did a world premiere on a single. Just the features on there, and you were saying it's like, I don't want to say it, but when you walk back in, you was like, man, when we played that, it was like the
Say it.
You go ahead and say.
He said it's like the Avengers of rap.
Yeah.
Which it is true, man. And you know, you get excited when you start to hear who's coming next. Who's coming next? You know what I'm saying? And already, if we got, and I'm just going off the top of my head right here, we got Designer, we got Kanye, we got 2 Chainz, Big Sean, Gucci. Yeah. So just right there off the top, right there, it's like, man.
Yeah.
And you saying you probably may come with another 10, 15, 12-minute version of that?
Exactly.
What's the vision for that? More features?
It's more bars, just more not having to turn that record off. You know what I mean? You at the gym, you driving, you whatever you're doing and stuff. Like, you know, we don't have to put it. Already the song is 6 minutes. You know, we don't have to follow the normal constructs. When you got the Avengers, you got to give them a movie.
Take me through the life of Pablo as well, man.
Yes, sir.
It seemed like you put your blood, sweat, and tears into a project. What was that like working on the life of Pablo?
Man, it was an emotional roller coaster. You know, how do you graduate to this level of life? You know, as a rapper, where every day, you know, you can't just be saying I'm gonna grab your bit, all that type of lyric. That'd be on media takeout the next morning and stuff. Like, what did Ye say exactly? Is that people, you know, watching every single line you do. So how do you express yourself to the maximum and be Ye? And it's funny, I dialed into, you know, being married. That's not like a normal rap topic.
I remember at one point, Kanye, you said it was almost like you said you had a writer's block because you didn't know how to write from being like a husband.
Yeah, because I always had that perspective of all these go-tos. I could talk about this girl, that girl, blah, blah. And then, you know, what was amazing for artists is when you do have parameters to rap in, like say like Eminem he couldn't say the N-word.
Right.
It forced him to think of every other word possible. And it made him one of the greatest rappers.
Yes, sir.
And so now, soon as like anybody come and play me a record, I get a idea quick that's related to my actual lifestyle argument I might have had in the kitchen or something like that. And I'm like, man, this would be perfect for a verse. Everybody's gonna relate to this. You know, like I say, me and wifey make a smoothie. We make a movie. I fix myself a smoothie. Like, how many people wake up in the morning, fix a smoothie, and then, you know, go make a movie.
Does she ever trip off of you putting her name or just saying something about Kim Kardashian in your raps?
No, that's Cookie. She just be up in there, you know.
Right.
I love that.
Do you really tell Kim what to wear?
No, she tells me what to wear.
Hey.
We worked on it. We both love clothes. From I'm gonna say like grammar school. We both only worked in clothing stores. You know, like I worked at the Gap. She worked at a store. The store was called Body.
Right. Hello. Hello.
So, you know, they had to give her a job.
Combination. Is there still plans for you to want to create something with fashion that helps abolish like bullying, like you were talking about on Ellen, like calling up Payless and stuff?
Oh, 100. I got a yeah. I'm just looking at the time right now. Yeah, we had it's just interesting, you know, that feeling I had when I was in 4th grade and I got Jordans. You know, my mother gave me Jordans when I was in 4th grade. I actually didn't know what the Jordans were. And she came back, she gave us they were the 4s. And she said, the dude at the store said that these are the coolest ones. Like that. And I went into school, and all of a sudden I was the most popular kid that day. It was like it had given me some type of special power. I was like, I like this feeling right here. You know, then I would go visit my dad out in Tacoma Park, Maryland, and everyone out there, like in Chicago at that time, people were kind of dressing a little bit more like Heavy D. They had this store called Merry Go Round. People had like that. Rayon. You know what I'm saying? Hammer pants. And, you know what I'm saying? And but out in D.C., they was wearing G.O.O.D s, Jordans, and polo shirts. And then I came back, and everybody, so sometimes they're looking at me weird differently, but everyone was asking me questions the whole time, and I just got addicted to, being fresh. Yeah, to bring it some new. Yeah.
I think we all had that feeling at some point.
Yeah,
I remember when I got like my first pair of sneakers, I was like, dude, I'm cool now because I had always shopped at Payless. That's where my family bought our shoes. But I also never got like the hate on it, but I remember the feeling of, I want those shoes because it makes you feel a certain way.
Kanye, how do you address when people say, oh, his sweater costs this much, his jacket costs this much, but we don't say that when we go and buy somebody else that's so-called high-end?
Exactly. It's a journey. Steve Jobs, the next computer was way too expensive.
Right.
When I wanted a computer, my mom put me in a computer programming class when I was 8 years old. It's actually how I started producing. By the time I was 13, 14, I was producing on the computer. And it was actually because I was in that programming class, I was able to apply that to what I love, to me loving the music and me loving art and everything. So it's a process. My life, my journey, and my mission. Both my parents are activists, educators, and I've been fortunate enough to go out and be able to buy that Givenchy Balmain, collaborate with the designers, learn everything. But it's like I'm telling y'all right now, I know what it's like to just be riding in the car with my mom on the way to school, and her struggling to buy me that chalk line jacket or that hat or whatever I wanted out that mall. And now I got the position, I got the #1 spot of clothing influence. I could say a lot of stuff that people, when I compare myself, Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, people get mad at that. But if I tell y'all right now, I got the #1 spot of influence on clothes and stuff like that, like, come on, man. You did this Michael Jordan of the internet, right? So I'm going to take that position. And as you see, every season we're getting the price down, dealing with factories. Like, look at flat screens when they first came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, everyone can get a flat screen. So a lot of times when you're dealing with something that's innovative or dealing with factories, building relationships, also getting the numbers up. Because you got a factory, you're going to sell 100. The factory's going to charge you a lot. You can sell 10,000. You're going to get the price for a tenth of the price. That's the reason why it takes time to get the prices down. Also, I'm developing exactly what the Yeezy language is. The military jackets, the sweatshirts. Like, one thing, I don't know if anybody here got a V-neck. I'm just going ahead and put this out. Nothing against nobody wear V-neck. I don't like V-necks.
I'm so glad I didn't wear one today. But I would have worn one anyway.
I like them, but
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it won't be no Kanye line, no Yeezy line of V-necks?
We're not doing V-necks.
Damn. Why you don't like V-necks? You got a two-tone body, huh? Yeah. You one of them cats that got like a light chest. You don't want nobody to see it, Kanye? What is it?
Hide it.
Why not V-necks? Now when I rock a V-neck, you're going to be all in my head.
Exactly. That's why I put that out there. I want everybody that puts a V-neck on from now and be like, Ye said no V-necks.
Man, we're going to go ahead, man. We're going to get into it one more again. Untitled, ladies and gentlemen. Untitled. And you say you had a title for it, Natalia.
Yeah. Can I say my title?
Yeah.
I want to name it Wear a Crown. Wear a Crown.
Wear a Crown.
Yeah.
See, I was going with Round and Round or Champions.
I'm going with Champions.
Really, though?
Yeah.
Round and Round.
There's a line and it says Wear a Crown.
That's true.
Listen.
And then, see, you always think you got to name a song by what you hear the most in the chorus. Do we want to stay that average?
I'm going to tweet this out with a few titles.
Right.
And I want people to vote. Real 92.3 LA. Help us out so we can give this new single a title.
Hey, dude, I would love to be the braggadocious one that'll say, hey, man, we named that title, right? because even when I hear with you and Schoolboy, remember I called you up, I said, Kanye, I know I had something to do with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I did.
That part.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did.
What happened?
What are you? I didn't have nothing to do with you and Schoolboy getting together.
Oh, yeah, getting together. I thought you said you wrote our raps.
Oh, no. He was like, hey, man, you wouldn't even have played along with that either. He was like, no, you didn't. Is that taboo for really for someone to, because singers, you can sing the most beautiful song. It doesn't have to be written by you. Is it taboo really today for somebody else to say someone else's rhyme?
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? You in the studio, people got ideas. It's just certain artists that like don't write for other people and don't accept it. Like I've never seen 2 Chainz. Like I've sat and played 2 Chainz whole song. I said, man, can you help me with this line right here? And he'd just be, look, face. He don't say nothing.
He don't give it to you like no.
No lines.
You got to figure that one out for yourself.
Yeah, yourself. You got to get your own lines, man.
Like, man, we could be done.
I remember when 808s and Heartbreak came out, and someone came running into the station like, yo, I got the new Kanye. And we all, like, I remember opening the CD, putting it in, like, the computer to listen to it, and we all sat around and listened to the new album. And it was such this exciting feeling of hearing the album, again, from start to, to finish, but, like, going, yo, I got the new, and it physically being in your hand.
And Kanye, you saying this is like the feeling that we did, like we have right now, just the presentation.
Yeah, just to bring it up to the station, just to think about when I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to rap for Jay-Z or something, or get a record deal. Now having the ability to come up and just play this new music and be excited about it, not even have it. They started calling like, should we get this cleared? Should we do this? I was like, nah, man, you gonna kill the magic.
Right.
We just gotta bring this up here right now, let people feel it, let people get y'all reactions the first time, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hip hop is something that is you can't kill the feel and the energy that people have around, especially when people come together like this and collaborate. Like it's like when people first heard No More Parties in LA. And you just, even when they heard about the idea of me and Kendrick doing something together, that got you excited. It's like I live for the excitement. I live for the sport.
Do you feel like there's a different focus on music now? You know how you could come out the gate and somebody could do 1 million albums in 1 week. Now it's kind of like, do you feel like there's a different focus on music?
Yeah, I feel like, people have just figured out, everyone's figured out different ways to capitalize it. And I bet you there's a time when it went from just being a performance, at big bands to it actually being on gramophones, to being on records. People were like, man, it ain't like when it was the performance. I can't believe we listened to the record. And it went from the 45s to putting whole albums out there. And people are, oh, man, it's a whole album. I liked it when it was just a single. Then they got it where it's like, okay, it's on the radio. And then people start doing music videos. And you heard that song where people say video.
Kill the radio star.
Kill the radio star. Man, I can't believe it's a music video. I don't want to have to think about that. And then it's like we went from, being able to sell so many albums to now, going into streaming. And it's every time it's making a transition, but people still need the music. They need the energy.
Does Kanye make records to please himself, please the people, or both?
I think it's both. Like Real Friends is, best rap song in years, in my personal opinion. Like for what I love in rap. Whether it's, mixing those havoc drums, what I'm talking about, even Famous, like that type of it's the feeling of what I grew up with in hip hop.
What do you think when people say Kanye is braggadocious, Kanye's a butthole, like do you feel like, do those things affect you? No,
because I am braggadocious, and I am
right.
asshole sometimes.
Go ahead now.
I mean, it's just the truth, man. But I'm man. Ain't nothing else you could do about it, man. I can't be somebody else. If I was to have tried to be someone else my entire life, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
That's real.
It's just who I am. I'm a champion. I'm a winner. I came to do this. I came to crush. I came to pull your arms out the side of your body. No, but I came to do what I did. I innovated. I know that I'm champion. I know I changed the game, but greatest artist of the past 20 years, whatever you want. They say, I know that people don't want me to say it, but it is what it is. I can only tell you, this is my truth. When I look in the mirror and I think about it, it's like, this is like some Michael Jackson levels. Can you believe it? Can you eat? I got to step back. I got to pinch myself sometimes.
Go ahead.
Can you believe it? This is possible. That is actually a me here. And then think about when Drake and Justin Bieber lost for best new artist at the Grammys. What they say? Where's Kanye when you need him?
Right.
You need a guy like me in the game. You need somebody that's not watered down. I'm 38 years old, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm still yay.
Yeah.
They tried to beat me down, man.
Go ahead now.
They put me in debt. They assassinated my character.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even go to a restaurant. Somebody say, oh, you're bad. I'm not a bad person. I'm just telling you my truth, though.
Go ahead now.
Man, have I said too much? Have I done too much at this point?
Keep going.
I feel like, no, that's it. That's all I got to do.
What about when people are always trying to say,
And we're back.
I miss the old Kanye? Like, how do you feel about that? They're always like, I miss the old Kanye.
What,
like,
and what is the old?
Yeah, what is that? Like, I don't understand that.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Life. It moves. Some people miss being in high school. It might have been the glory years or something. People miss college. You know what I'm saying?
Is it their time that they miss at a certain moment, or do they really miss Kanye? Because you know how I told you, when I fly, I got to listen to Good Life on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember where certain things put me at. Right. And also like, Hey Mama. Yeah. When there's time, I got to listen to that record. You know what I'm saying? And I've been listening to that. That's been A1 since day one, but it puts me somewhere. But I don't say, man, I wish Kanye still made this.
Me either.
Because it's all Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. And when they say Mr. Oak, are they talking about music? Are they talking about exactly where I'm at in life? Are they talking about my personality? Whatever. It's like, it's always been that. You go and check interviews now. People use those clips. This right here that might set some people off what we just did right now. People going to use clips from what we just said as motivation 5 years from now.
Right.
People need that motivation. You know what I'm saying? We all controlled by a lack of our self-worth. You know what I'm saying? We've been taught to not believe in ourselves so we can be extremely controlled.
What's your biggest motivation?
People now at this point, I've been blessed to be in a position to be able to serve and to bring amazing music, to be able to serve through my artistry. That's what I am. I'm an artist, right? So the fact that I can make shoes now, that I can make clothes, you know, I fought for it. I fought to be able to create, but that's what I'm here to do. Like I fought to grab that microphone and rap, and I delivered what I never took that opportunity for granted. I never take this position for granted. You know, I only know how to give 1,000%. 1,000, you know what I'm saying? We was in the studio to 3, 4 something last night. We got in that, you know, I got in that Uber this morning, came over. You know what I'm saying? We giving this new record. We sitting at, you know, we getting all the other artists on it. This is a full-time experience, job, life. Life is a full-time experience, a job. I'm on it. I got to live mine to the maximum and give y'all whatever y'all want. If y'all don't like, you know, my feelings, expressing myself, me loving myself and stuff, people should like, you know, love themselves more. You know what I'm saying? I love you like I love me. I love people. You know what I'm saying? I love when people have that energy. People didn't know they was going to get that record this morning. There wasn't no tweets about it. Nothing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? If I could have moments like that, whether when we did MSG, 1,000 people, 16,000 people.
Madison Square Garden for those out there?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like 16,000 people buying tickets to a fashion show. They said I couldn't do fashion. And now I'm selling out MSG for a fashion show, live streaming to theaters across the globe, whether on New Slaves when we projected across the globe. You know what I'm saying? Like it is an agenda set for people to not like me. It's not just about not liking me. If people get to liking themselves too much, they going to be standing up, going to other radio stations, starting they show up, you know what I'm saying, getting their crew, moving their kids to a nice house and like providing for their family. And, you know, you can't do too much of that, man. You got to believe that you got to believe in nothing. You know, that's what they try to tell you. Don't believe in yourself. Man, I can't stop. I can't be stopped. I can't stop myself. I ain't finna stop myself. They tried to kill me. They couldn't do it. I'm still here, stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? We dropped Pablo, first #1 streaming album. We about to drop this Crew Winner. We going on tour, and we doing some things I can't speak about quite. A couple other moves right there. You know
you sure you can't say that, Kanye?
Yeah, he said the tour.
No, hold on, man. Are you sure you can't say what we talked about?
Nope. Can't say it.
They got you, man.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to work that on you. You just went through that whole thing.
Yeah, I was so inspired. And what happened?
It's all about the magic. It's the timing.
The whole abracadabra. Hey man, if we gonna be about the music as well, man, we gonna be about the music. Then I want to come back, man. I know you're about to celebrate a birthday coming up, man. And what does Kanye do for Father's Day, man? Do you get surprises? Is Father's Day special for Kanye West?
Yeah, definitely. Think about it. And the meaning of life is life itself, in my opinion. Your kids learning, growing, learning how to be a father, connecting, with my daughter and my son. I'm just learning so much, man. I'm happy. I'm just so happy to be a father.
What kind of father is Kanye West?
Well, I know when I talk about my music, I get real like amped up and stuff like that, but just like that, like where I want to sit and I want to listen. I want to learn. I want to learn what my daughter has to say. I want to learn what she's learning. I want to see just how I can contribute to her living the best life possible.
Does it scare you to have, and we got kids, but just where the world is right now, man, how protective are you as a father?
I'm extremely protective. I'm doing it. When I left, Nike for Adidas, I did it for my daughter.
Wow. Now, what do you mean by that? Because at one point it was like, man, he with Nike. Like, how does he want to get there and then he just bounce? Like, why for your daughter?
There was an opportunity to grow. There was love, respect, and admiration at Adidas. There was an opportunity to make a better life for my daughter.
And
because
so,
people say, "What you mean, Kanye? What's a better life?" I don't want to have to be doing gold digger when I'm 50 years old.
Right. Not have to. Like,
I want to do it for fun. I want to do it. I want to be joking, playing around. Like, oh man, you're gonna make me get up and do this gold digger.
Come on, man, do it, man.
I go
Y'all
ahead.
don't want to see old Ray.
I don't want to be, up there having to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, when you think about social media,
I know I got rich people problems. That's the only type of problems I want to have. No.
There it is. Now, when you think about social media, there's a lot of things that's said about you, Kim, your kids, whatever it is. Is that hard to look at, or when people say that's what you signed up for? Did you sign up for all that?
I didn't know it was a place to sign up. You just out there doing music. You love who you love, and you live your life. A lot of things come with it. What do they call that bullying when it's on the internet? What do they call it? The word
cyberbully?
Cyberbullying and all that stuff like that. People using, the celebrities as an opportunity to let hatred out, express. They might have an issue with their father or something like that, and it comes off in Instagram comment number 8. Why did his leg twisted to the side some type of way? It's like, you know what? We have to be strong. We're so blessed. We're so fortunate. And we have to just appreciate the opportunities we have. And with me, it's like I want to, that form of there's codes to the good life that I've learned. And some of it comes in space, how much space your home has, what type of clothes you might wear, what type of car you might drive. And I've been up to Jeep, Chrysler before. Remember they made the 300, like the Bentley, all that stuff like that. And what I've learned is by, we say seeing the other side of the curtain, being on the other side, being on both sides, being a 14-year-old that can't afford Taco Bell to, pulling up Taco Bell in a Maybach, seeing both sides of it. There's so many, especially in clothing. You go into the Hermes store, you go to Celine or something. The way they make the clothes, the proportions of the clothes, the type of color palettes they use, it just says, it screams, it's nice.
And you know what I do, Kanye? When I walk in the store and I see the store is all white or there's one shirt folded, I leave that store.
It's a boutique.
Because it's no longer a store, it's a boutique. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different. The album that you guys are working on right now, Kanye, is called
Cruel Winter. We do have a title for that.
Go ahead now.
Yeah.
And how many songs are you guys in thus far?
You know, like sometimes you got snippets, ideas, beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got like a solid 7, 8 that we know is gonna make the album, and the other ones we might have just got a beat tape from Mike Will or something, or Trav might have just brought 3 songs through or something. You know.
When your process of elimination, even the people that you work with, they do take your criticism as well. Will you send somebody like a Cudi or a Big Sean back in the booth, and not disrespectfully?
Yeah, we keep trying. We keep going at it. You know, we sit there and we work together on our stuff.
Is it friendly competition as well?
I look at it like we just on the same team.
Go ahead. Now, because the reason why I asked that is even with Watch the Throne, with you and Jay-Z, that seemed like y'all were together, but man, it was like you couldn't say who. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were together, but y'all came ridiculous on that. Was that a friendly competition?
Yeah, I would say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself in friendly competitions with like the Jay-Z's of the world, the Drakes, the biggest swimming pools? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not disrespectful, but it's got to be some friendly competition out there.
Yeah, you know, it's always good to have. It's important. Like I feel that it's why it's important for me to make that Pablo album. You know, it's important for me to still be making music at this level and pushing the envelope.
Why did you finally decide on The Life of Pablo as a title when we heard other titles that was going on?
It was just a feeling, man. I was making a painting, a sonic painting, and that's where I landed. It just described everything I had. You know, you do a working title and you see what the work is, and then it can name itself. You know.
Is it hard for you to title album? Oh, but I guess it kind of falls into your lap. Because at one point I was making bootlegs of everything that was going down, and you kept changing the title.
Right.
Man, this dude. What are we doing for Father's Day?
I'm not sure. Let's see what my wife has planned.
Yeah, we need to all do something together, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's all go do something together.
Barbecue or something.
Do this. Pick up that phone right there and call Kim. Let me ask her what we doing for Father's Day. Yeah. She said yes. Do you want to pre-call her and tell her I'm about to call her right now?
Is she awake? She's got to be awake, right?
Yeah, she's awake.
She's awake.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You let her pre-call her on your cell, and then call Kim and tell her I want to ask her what we're doing for Father's Day.
I really think she might be in her workout right now.
Oh.
Man, that's crazy because you know what's wild about that? If I call my wife, she picks up the phone, Kanye. But you know, maybe that's me and my queen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that you couldn't call your wife Kim Kardashian and interrupt her workout. Well, at least try. I mean, you don't have to. I don't want to. You know, I mean, if you want to keep your entire tail tucked like that, then, you know, then go ahead and do that. Hold on, man. Let me hold on, man. Let me see. Let me
who's
see
gonna
here,
get their
man.
wife on the phone
Yeah,
first?
all right. Hold on. Let me see here. Call my wife up. And see what's going down. See if my wife answers the phone first. You know, she's probably at her. Oh my God, she's probably at her workout too.
Ooh.
Let's
dialing.
see here. Yeah, he's dialing too.
Battle of
Okay.
the dials
Wait.
right now.
He can't be dialing over there because I thought I was dialing over here. He got to go to the next one. Hold on, let me see. Veto, how you doing? You live on the air. It's your husband.
Hello.
Oh, just wanted to see if you were gonna answer. What are you doing right now, my wife?
I'm trying to go work out, but I'm listening to the interview, so I'm in my workout clothes trying to work out, but I can't until you guys are done.
Okay, well, but you did see what was going down, and you were about to go work out, but you answered the phone. Let me tell you what's so crazy about this is that I told Kanye, I said, call Kim. He said, oh, she's probably working out. I said, my wife pick up the phone every time. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead now. All righty. Well, thank you for picking up the phone, hon. And we're trying to put something together for me, you, Kanye, Kim, and 40 of our listeners. I can't just go hang out without, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a public radio show. People don't want to hear me hanging out with Kanye. They want to hang out with Kanye. All right. What's going on over there? Young fella? Wow, I don't know if you really called a young fella. You know what I'm saying? All righty, well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The powerful Kanye. No, all right.
Oh, big. You have more power because Vero picked up.
We don't want to get him into no pressure situation. We know how it is. Kanye, now with social media, does anything on social media hurt your feelings?
You know, nah. I like it. Any comments or whatever, like I go to.
Do you read comments?
Yeah, Hypebeast is like one of my favorite sites to go to, and they're hilarious.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the funniest comments about stuff.
So you will purposely go to these websites like that one and Baller Alerts or whatever's out there, and you will purposely go to read certain things?
Yeah, I'll go read it. You know what I'm saying? Just wake up in the morning, check out, read some comments. I got this line on the song St. Pablo where I say, checking Instagram comments to crowdsource my self-esteem.
I heard. But nothing gets at you though, like that.
Yeah, I was saying that sarcastic.
Right. Yeah. Hello. but it doesn't. What about when you see something about Kim? Does that get at you?
Yeah, anything that's. I mean, you know, if I see anything about my wife,
right,
family, kids, all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm more, because for me, I feel like the words can't hurt me. I just feel like people they just don't understand. They know not what they do. They know not what they say.
Hello.
They don't understand my intentions, you know, and it's a misunderstanding. It must be a misunderstanding.
Let me ask you this, Kanye.
Yeah.
Is Kanye West crazy?
Yeah, I'm crazy about my kids. I'm crazy about Kim.
Right.
I'm just not gonna play within the constructs of lies. You know, if you're the only one keeping it real in a situation of all lies, you're gonna be the one that looks
don't
crazy.
fall in. Is there anyone and you don't have to say names, but is there anyone in the music business that has disappointed you?
You know what? I don't even want to think about any disappointments right now.
I heard that.
I just want to focus on the positive energy. I mean, I don't.
Are you depressed? No, just playing. You know, just trying to keep them there. Like, are you depressed?
Kanye,
What? Go
sorry,
ahead.
Big. Do you remember the first time you spoke to God?
Wow, y'all just dropping the deep ones right now. Well, you know, it's hard to remember things before the age of like 4 or 3 or something like that. So I wouldn't be able to.
What is the first moment that you do remember speaking to God, and what was that like?
Wow, these questions are very.
Because you do speak about God so
Yeah,
much, and
yeah.
I feel that a lot of people don't. And if you don't have that connection,
Yeah.
I feel that a lot of people are missing out on that. And like personally, like I have a strong connection with God
Now.
and now,
Yeah.
But I went through that time where I didn't have that. So
Okay,
to those
yeah.
listening, I would love them to know what that's like or understand that and how powerful that is.
Yeah, for me, the biggest thing is like God having a plan. It's funny because I'll talk about, you know, things I'm disappointed about, a deal or something that I wanted that didn't go down, because I'm like, but God, I want to create this. I want to use my talent to create this. I want to give it to the people while they're worried about it, while it's relevant. While it's not something I want to wait till I'm 60 to do. I want to do it now while people's eyeballs are on it, you know. And you know, then something to turn around 2 weeks later and you just really realize that God like has a plan.
When you had the accident, and this before a lot of the Kanye that we had a chance to witness, did you feel? I remember, in paraphrasing, but you were saying that the reason why you do go hard and the reason why you do make the music that you make and make sure that everything is perfect, because there's a body of work and there's something that you that you would want to leave.
I mean, like a legacy, or
yes.
Yeah, you know, you know, this is an incredible opportunity to. It's just I feel so blessed. I feel like I had such an amazing opportunity, the fact that I'm 12, 13 years in at this point, and you know, still scoring 60.
Yes, sir.
Is you know, it's just amazing. And you know, when people look back at the body of work, you know, I would have hoped to have given people joy and a soundtrack to situations in their life. You know, art is, you know, supposed to be a backdrop or something that you enjoy while life is happening.
If you weren't Kanye West, what would you say about Kanye West?
This is my inspiration. I want to be like this person. If I had to,
real,
I would do the same thing. If I was in a situation like he was in, I would act exactly like that. I'm glad that it's somebody doing this.
Is there anyone that you would say, man, that's Kanye West like, or that's like somebody like my thing is this, Muhammad Ali, when the whole world was looking at him. I mean, there was a belief, there was a reason, there was a name change. There was so many things, but all he had to do was just stay in line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stay in line, go register the draft, don't change your name, you know, let us be the puppeteer. And he went against all that. Is there anybody that you look at and say, man, that's kind of like me right there?
Yeah, you just said the person I was going to
I should have just said, I should have just asked the question and let you say it. Yeah. All righty, well, we got Kanye Ali up in here, Muhammad West. You don't mind working with other producers or working with other people. Is that hard being a producer, having somebody else produce you?
No, I like to get some direction. I like to get, you know, that's why we have A&Rs. I like getting opinions and just, you know, as we creating that art piece, you get the right type of vibe in the room. You know, we get only artists, no critics. Nobody just telling you, oh, well, people. We kicked all critics out. You know what I'm saying on this album. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't swayed by what's being played like on radio, because you get critics or somebody in there to say, "Oh, we need to make a record that sound like this."
That's what a critic would do. Come in and tell you what they feel someone else is gonna say about something. Mm-hmm. And it's like only people in the studio that have they feeling, they reaction. How do you feel about it? You know.
What's the next move or moves for Kanye? Is there a tour or the shows? Like, what's coming up for Kanye West?
Yeah, we're gonna have a tour. I think it's starts in September.
Really though, world tour or you more of the States?
Oh, well, you know it's got to be worldwide.
As it should be. That was a dumbass question. That was a dumbass question. Kanye, do you ever catch yourself where he's like, man, I can't say this because then it's just people going to think I'm bragging or people going to think I'm elitist or something like that? Because I noticed you've been catching yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I've been catching myself for being too humble.
Right. Yeah.
For trying to act likable and all that type of stuff. Like I had to catch myself.
There's a line in the song, the lyrics for the song are already up on Genius, and you said, I don't want to say nothing wrong, but if it'd be wrong if I didn't say nothing. Is that right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Love that line.
So the lyrics are on Genius for the song that we just broke this morning. I guarantee you, damn near all those lyrics are wrong on there.
Well, that's why I had to ask him if that was right or wrong.
Even that one was slightly wrong. But
right. Man, Kanye, I see you got your, and Kanye walked in, he got his computer. Is that another computer that's filled with a lot of music?
Yeah, with a lot of music.
Go ahead. Yeah. Hello. Now, did another computer just come up missing or anything? Or did we just do something on?
We heard that someone might have gone into your studio and you had some.
Yeah.
He lipped something, so I'm just going to go past that. I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's one of those we probably talk about off air. You know what I'm saying? Well, Kanye, man, thank you for coming up in here, man. Thank you for grabbing the single and bringing it up to us first. Yes. Thank you for hanging out with us. And it almost sound like I'm saying thank you because you're about to leave, which you're not. You know what I'm saying? I definitely need these. I love the ratings. You know what I'm saying? I love the way it's trending.